Hi guys, it's JLite here, and today I'm going to be talking about some annoying things that K-pop stans say that annoys me. Every single time I hear this a lot, not like too much, but I still hear it a lot, enough for me to get annoyed. And this is going to be a whole rant opinion video. It's not going to be an unpopular opinions video. It's just going to be me ranting on the different things that annoy me that K-pop stans say that I've noticed them say or that I've seen people talk about it. So I hope that you enjoy the video and I hope that you sub to me and I hope that you don't take any of this personally because this is just my opinion and me talking about it and why it annoys me. And I hope that you continue subbing to me because I'll be releasing more videos soon. So let's get into the video. So you'll already know by now that I'm an underrated girl group stan as well as a popular girl group stan because I promote popular girl groups and underrated girl groups from good companies, okay companies and financially unstable companies. I've already talked about this opinion I'm going to talk about now in my recent unpopular K-pop opinions video that I released few weeks ago, but I will still talk about it again. So basically the thing that annoys me what K-pop fans say is that supposing if an MV of a girl group or a boy group or any underrated K-pop song is uploaded to a music distribution channel besides Wonder K like Super Soundbugs, Flexwag, Blending, Music and News, Stone Music Entertainment, Danal Entertainment, Cubico Music Channel, or Genie Music, or any of the music distribution channels besides Wonder K, you will always find at least one comment saying that this should be uploaded to Wonder K, and there will be comments agreeing to this. And the thing that annoys me about these comments is that people think that Wonder K will get you popularity just because Wonder K has 20 point something million subs, and that's completely false because even if your MV is uploaded to Wonder K, you will not get popularity. The only groups that get popularity on Wonder K are groups with iconic songs, underrated groups that release a high quality comeback that leads people to stream up to 1 million views. If you're a hyped up group before debut, or if you have previous members from a popular group debuting in the new group, or if a popular already popular group from a good company is being distributed by the channel, then those types of MVs get views. If Wonder K did give views to people and people did stream because of Wonder K because of the 20 point something million subs, then every single MV on Wonder K would have been popular by now. But no, it's completely false to say that Wonder K will get you popularity by saying, oh, this should be uploaded by Wonder K because it's stupid. Because even if an underrated group is promoted by Wonder K, the highest you can get is 100K if your MV is decent and your song is decent. And if your song is super amazing, you'll get up to 1 million or maybe 5 million views. And um, that's it. You will not get any higher than that. Like if you take Loka by Favorite, it's like at 4 million views, I think, up till now on Wonder K. If you take Fanatics' Sunday, it's at 708K views on Wonder K. And then their comeback Wavi Girl is 3 point something million views on Wonder K. If you take songs like Yerim Som's Problem and A Week's Breathe and A Week's debut song The More I See, these songs have passed 100K views on Wonder K, but they haven't reached 1 million yet. So saying that saying that the song should be uploaded by Wonder K just because you think that Wonder K will get you popularity is completely false because people do not stream K-pop songs unless it's someone they know or unless it's a high quality comeback because people love to stream songs that have high quality comebacks and stuff. So that's why it's kind of annoying seeing these comments, and these comments should stop because they should realize that Wonder K will not get you popularity, and you should just stop commenting these comments and just listen to the song and promote it other ways instead of commenting these comments. So the next thing that annoys me, what fans say, is that Jisoo gets less lines, and this annoys me a lot. Like I used to think the same thing that Jisoo gets less lines, but now I know she doesn't get less lines. The only songs she got the least lines in was As If It's Your Last and Ice Cream. Besides that, she's been getting all the most iconic parts of every song. Even in Ice Cream, she got the most iconic part, even if her lines were like 2 seconds or 5 seconds. I don't know how long. But like people saying that Jisoo gets less lines is kind of annoying to me because her lines are really amazing. She gets a lot of good lines like in Kill This Love, Lovesick Girls, Duru Duru Do. She got all the pre choruses. Then in like Love to Hate Me and Crazy Over You, she got the best parts of the songs. And in Bumbaya, she got a decent amount of lines. And she gets a decent amount of screen time too. And she's really amazing. She's gorgeous. And she's super pretty. And saying that she gets the least amount of lines is kind of stupid because um, idols who I know get least amount of lines are Shuhua from G Idol and Jairin from Everglow. Those idols get really less amount of lines. But saying that Jisoo gets less amount of lines is actually false because if you compare it to other idols like the idols I mentioned, Shihua and Jairin, she gets more lines in comparison to those idols and comparison to other idols in other groups like Luna members because I know for a fact that some Luna members get less lines too. So saying that Jisoo gets less lines is wrong because there are other idols who get even lesser lines than her and she gets a decent amount of lines, an amazing amount of lines, and she gets to show off her vocals amazingly and she's super talented and all. So I don't think she gets less lines. She gets a decent amount of lines. So stop saying that she gets less lines because she doesn't get less lines. So the next thing that annoys me what fans say is the one you all have heard a lot is that Blackpink are overrated. No, Blackpink are not overrated. Number one, Blackpink are not overrated because they are worldwidely popular. So just because they're worldwidely popular, you're going to classify them as overrated only because they have about like 40 plus subs on their YouTube channel and all the members have so many followers on the Instagram and they are so worldwide popular that every MV of theirs passes 100 million views each time they have a comeback. Just because all those things happen to them, you're gonna call them overrated. They're not overrated. They're just super successful and they're just garnering a lot of fans and they're just bringing in a lot of more fans and a lot more people are coming into K-pop and standing Blackpink. And maybe some of these K-pop fans who are standing Blackpink are also getting to know other groups through Blackpink. So basically, Blackpink is not overrated. They are basically super popular and they're bringing more people into the Blackpink fandom and into K-pop. So y'all shouldn't be saying that Blackpink are overrated because it's kind of stupid saying that Blackpink are overrated when they're actually just super successful. So all these people who are saying Blackpink are overrated, they are like maybe sitting on their computers or phones and commenting on videos being like Blackpink are overrated. Well, you need to find something better to do with your life. Go be productive, okay? Saying Blackpink are overrated just because they're more successful than you and they're much better looking than you. You're probably just sitting at home eating a bag of chips and commenting Blackpink are overrated. It's stupid. So please stop saying Blackpink are overrated because they're not overrated. They're just super successful and they're just super popular and they're like the top group in the world and they're internationally popular. It's because of their music they got popular and they're not overrated at all. So please get your head out of your buttocks and stop saying Blackpink is overrated and appreciate them and love them and show your support and show your support to Jenny who gets hated a lot and show your support to all the members, especially Rose whose solo is coming out soon. So show your support to every member of Blackpink instead of commenting hateful things and making them sad. So please support Blackpink and stop being stupid. So basically, the next thing that annoys me is when K-pop stans have said K-pop is getting boring. Like I've seen, it was around late January, early February, in February when I've seen K-pop stans say K-pop is getting boring. Even Jessica Weber uploaded a video that was, is K-pop getting boring or K-pop is getting boring, something like that. I didn't watch the full video, but I could tell by the title what she was going to talk about. And by K-pop stands, a lot of them listen to popular groups that are GFN, Blackpink, Red Velvet, Twice, Oh My Girl, GOT7, BTS, EXO, Super Junior, 17, Tease, The Boys, these type of groups, like popular groups. And some of these K-pop stands, they even check out underrated groups that are April, you know, Dream Note, GWSN, WJSN, that is Cosmic Girls, Dreamcatcher, Dream Note, Saturday, etc. And very few people check out even more underrated K-pop groups that are like from lesser known companies or smaller companies. And it kind of annoys me that people say K-pop is getting boring or and they say like K-pop is getting boring because of the fact that they are missing out on high quality bops that get overshadowed by popular K-pop songs, popular groups, better company groups. Like me as an underrated K-pop stan have found so many high quality bops that have gotten overshadowed mainly because the MV is not good enough or the song is not good enough for people like as iconic or something. And I am sub to a lot of music distribution channels like Danal Entertainment Blending, Flexwag, 1 the K, Stone Music Entertainment, Genie Music, Cubico Music Channel, and some more music channels, distribution channels. And I try whenever I feel like it, I try to check out a lot of uploads by these music distribution channels, and I find a lot of high quality bops that are underrated that don't even reach 100K views. They maybe reach up to 50K views, and they don't get more than that, and it's kind of sad. So it's kind of annoying that people say K-pop is getting boring when they can literally diverse their findings and search for more songs and try to upgrade their playlist by checking out different kinds of K-pop songs, because there are so many artists, so many groups, so many soloists, so many duo groups, so many rappers, so many everything that debut into K-pop every day, every year, every month, every time. And they all get overshadowed by popular groups, soloists, rappers, and artists. And people can literally listen to more different kind. They can literally diversify their K-pop findings by checking out different songs from different music distribution channels instead of only checking out popular groups. And they can and popular soloists, and they can add more songs to their playlist, so then they won't have to call K-pop boring, because then they can find different genres of K-pop songs. They can find a mature K-pop song, a Latin K-pop song, an EDM song, a sad song, a ballad song, a chill song, a beautiful song, an elegant song, a fun dance upbeat song, a rap song, a scary girl crush song. They can find so many different songs in K-pop if they just searched, and if they just looked up, and if they just tried to find it. It would be really amazing if people checked out more groups and checked out more stuff, and shared more content on different groups, different soloists that are overshadowed and stuff, because then they won't have to call K-pop boring, and then they would find more songs that they would vibe with and listen to. Because that's what I do. I try to find more songs so I can promote them on this channel, and that you all can also find more songs to check out, because I only promote the highest quality bops that I like from underrated K-pop. So if y'all also do the same thing, if people, started checking out more lesser known singers who actually have amazingly made songs, then people wouldn't have to call K-pop boring, and they would actually enjoy the songs, and they would less and less say that K-pop is getting boring, because then they would have so much of different K-pop songs to check out and listen to. So the next thing I find annoying that K-pop stans say is when they criticize underrated girl group MVs for being low quality. Like, for example, when We Girls released a bonus MV for their B-side, Heartbeat, which was from the Ride mini album, there were few comments that were criticizing the quality of the MV, calling it low quality. And actually, the MV was actually really well shot. The camera use was actually pretty good, was a pretty good camera. It didn't seem like a cheap camera. And also, the effects added in the video, like the different effects, like when they were moving their hand, then those line effects came, then wings, the W which stood for We Girls, and the different heart effects and all, those were also really good. But I don't know why people were criticizing it, calling it a low quality MV. It's really annoying to me how people will criticize an underrated girl group MV. They will be like, the song is good but the MV is not, or they will hate the MV because it's low quality. Like some people even hated ADE's debut song Strawberries MV because it wasn't good. But when I watched the MV, it was actually pretty okay. Like for me, I've said so many times in the past that I don't care about girl group MVs. I try to find an aesthetic in the girl group MVs even if it's not high quality. Like they are really badly shot MVs, like Episodes Open My Door, Flow Sisters, um, Love Like a Flower, and plenty of other group MVs that are not really well done. But I still try to find aesthetics even indoors. Like people should understand, not every company is a big company, and not every girl group comes from a big company to get a high quality MV. But so far, the underrated girl groups that I've seen, since I'm mostly a girl group stan, so far the underrated girl groups that I've come in contact with, meaning like that I have discovered, all these MVs were actually pretty good. Most of the MVs I've looked at were pretty good, even though the cameras were like a little bit lower quality. The way they shot the MV and stuff was actually really well done. Even with the low quality camera, they managed to get a good MV. Like, for example, Blaze Stars One Way, Reels Wake Me Up, Flourish, Chitty Chitty, Girl Kind, Psycho for You, and plenty of other girl group MVs that were shot on pretty low quality cameras, but the MVs were really well shot, and it actually shows that you can shoot an amazing MV with a low quality camera. I just hate that people criticize the quality of a girl group just because the MV is not high budgeted. I hate that people are so focused on a high budgeted MV that they wouldn't appreciate a song just because the MV is low budgeted. And I've seen so many people criticize an MV of a group because it's not high budgeted, and that's why they don't stand the group, and that's why they don't like. I understand if the song is not good and the song needs to be well produced, because I also want a well produced song, but the MV on the other hand is different, because a lot of girl groups can produce amazing MVs. The companies really produce amazing MVs, but they are from small companies, so the MVs come in a lower quality. Even though they are uploaded in 1080p, the quality of the camera and the scenes and all, they are all pretty low quality. So that's why these girl groups cannot afford to have high quality MVs with lots of props like G-Friend, Blackpink, Red Velvet, Twice, or like girl groups like Fanatics and Wua, who are, stepping up their MV qualities every comeback. They are from small companies, they're trying their best, and you should appreciate them even if the MV quality is not good. You know what's funny? It's so annoying that K-pop stans criticize an idol's beauty, whether male idol or a female idol, from a group, a soloist, or anywhere. And it's funny to me because the companies they promote under literally pick them out of the potential candidates, train them, debuted them because they saw them, their talents along with their beauty. They saw that they were beautiful, they saw that the male idols were handsome enough to debut in the group, and then these K-pop stans are criticizing their beauty like they think they know better than the company. They think they have super eyesight to see much better than the company. They think they're much more smarter than the company. That's why they call these K-pop idols ugly. Like people like ITZY's Chaeyoung, Hwasa from Mamamoo, and Red Velvet's Jerry are criticized for their looks, and why they are all three are really beautiful people, and they're all so cute, and they're all so gorgeous, and y'all are out here criticizing their beauty like y'all think y'all know better than the companies who debuted them. If the companies didn't find anything outstanding in their beauty with Hwasa, Yeri, and Chaeyoung, then these people would have not debuted in ITZY, Mamamoo and Red Velvet. They would have left the company. They would have tried to search for another company, or they would have left K-pop entirely because their looks weren't outstanding enough. And y'all are out here making them feel insecure about themselves, and making them sad every day. It's so annoying that people hate on idols, potentially giving them depression, and then from depression they commit suicide. Like if you take Jonghyun, Sully, and Guhara. I'm not sure if Guhara received hate, but for Jonghyun and Sully, both of them received so much of hate that they both committed suicide. Like seriously, if y'all continue hating on idols for their looks or for any little thing, then these idols they end up getting sad. They have to hide their tears because they don't want their fans to get worried or think of anything or spread rumors and stuff. And then sometimes they break down so badly that they have to take a hiatus on from the group promotions because they are scared, they are sad, they go into depression, and sometimes this depression gets so bad that they commit suicide because they want to be at peace from all the hate they getting. They want to feel happy again, and suicide is the only thing they think would get them happiness, because then they go up to heaven where you get eternal rest. It's so annoying that K-pop stans, literally hate on idols. People should stop these K-pop stans from hating on idols. People should, flood these idols who receive hate with positive messages, with positive emojis, with positive pictures, and should DM them on Instagram, on their fan cafes, any chance they get, on their V lives. Tell them how much you love them, how much they're amazing they are, how beautiful they are, so that positive comments are more than the negative comments, and that K-pop idols don't go into depression, and that they have something worth living for. Because a lot of K-pop idols, they go into depression, and then soon the depression will get so much worse that they will end up committing suicide. I don't want any more K-pop idols to commit suicide. It's already so sad that I lost Jonghyun, Sully, and Guhara. Even though I didn't know these three well, it was still really saddening to lose them. And if more K-pop idols end up down this path of depression, they will commit suicide because of all the hate they receive. Stop hating on idols. Start, saying nice things to idols, so that they can feel happy again and they won't have to feel insecure about themselves and, go into depression and anxiety and start, having to seek medical help and stuff, because it's scary. Anxiety and depression are scary. It could lead to them committing suicide. Please don't let any more K-pop idols commit suicide. It's wrong to let them commit suicide. Please send them all your love and support, and protect them from all the hate and bullying. Protect everyone who gets hate. Protect all the idols who get hate, so that every idol can be happy again, so that none of them can, feel sad anymore, and they could live their lives happily. So the final thing that annoys me about K-pop stans and what they say is the talent in K-pop. Like, they will criticize an idol for not having talent and calling them talentless, but then when the idol or the group who gets criticized for being talentless shows off their talent, by releasing a more vocal based song or more ballad song, or doing like a live performance that involves showing off more vocals than they dance, then the people won't care and they won't stream, and they won't really seem to stream. Like, it's kind of shocking how very few ballad songs by popular artists are streamed. Maybe like 5 6 ballad songs out of all 5 6 ballad songs slash vocal based songs out of all the vocal based songs released by popular K-pop groups are streamed by fans, and the rest remain underrated and haven't even reached 10 million yet. Like, it's funny to me how people will criticize an idol, go like, "You're talentless, you can't sing," or this and that. They will say rubbish shit like this. But then when the idol proves them wrong by showing off their talents, the people won't care, they'll overlook it, and then they'll continue to hate. Like, why can't people just appreciate the idol's talents? Every idol is talented. Nobody will debut an idol in K-pop if they weren't talented. Like, K-pop is focused more on releasing bops, more on releasing, iconic songs, and very less focused on releasing ballad songs. But then when the ballad songs are released, y'all don't want to stream it to see how amazing the vocals are in the song. Like, first you'll criticize the idol, and then for being talentless, and then when the idol showcases their vocals to you, shows you them that they are actually talented, you don't want to stream it, you don't want to check it out, and then you continue hating. Like, you should appreciate an idol's talents. You should appreciate it. I haven't noticed anyone doing this, but I've noticed how ballad songs are streamed less by people, and the more, dance heavy, more bop, iconic songs are streamed. Like, take Hwasa for example. Her songs Street and Maria are both past 10 million views on whether Wonder K or the official channel, while her song LMM hasn't even reached 10 million views as yet. Like, LMM is a more vocal based song than Maria and Twit, but people are overlooking it. Like, people are overlooking it. Like, even with Luna, their songs So What and their songs Why Not and Butterfly and Hi Hi are streamed more, and they actually vocal based amazing song Star hasn't slash voice hasn't even reached 10 million views yet. So it's like annoying to see how most idols get criticized for their talent, but then when the talent is shown, people don't really check out the talent, they don't really stream, and they continue criticizing. So I haven't really seen this in real life or in comment sections or anywhere, but I've noticed this as I've become more aware as a K-pop stan, as I continue listening to K-pop and becoming more awakened in K-pop, and my eyes are opening more into different things in K-pop, and I'm getting more and more opinions about different things about K-pop. So that's why I noticed this, even though I haven't noticed it in real life. So guys, that's it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed the video and I hope that you sub to me, because I'll be releasing more videos soon, including my collab with Sunni, a collab with my other friend Pritzi Midzi once, and a bunch of other video ideas that I have prepared and that I can make videos on. So I'll be releasing more videos soon after I upload some content to my main channel, and I hope that these opinions weren't triggering to you, because I literally went on a rant and I spoke true opinions from my heart. I don't know if you can call this opinions, but I spoke whatever true feelings that I had, because I'm really annoyed that these things happen, or or people say these things, and I wish that it could stop, or people could just change their ways. So anyways, protect yourself from coronavirus, because we're still in a pandemic, and even though the vaccines are coming in, people are still getting COVID around the world. So please protect yourselves, wear your masks, sanitize yourselves, your family, sanitize your area, protect your animals, and protect every item of food and stuff. And also please keep yourself safe, and bye and take care, and see you in the next video. Bye.